I'm speaking from an experience point. I'm not speaking from without. Okay. I have done that. Number one, the thing that people need to understand is that as Waddy, you're a brand.
Yeah.
So whatever you do with yourself, the way you step out of the house is how people are going to address you. There's a saying, dress how you want to be addressed. You cannot go to an awards show looking like Ubukirefi Montulo and you attend an awards show. I mean, I'm so sorry about that, but I am just saying.
Is that what was happening at the Olive Awards?
Honestly speaking, yeah. I feel like there was no effort put in, because if truly there was effort, we would have seen effort.
So there's a misrepresentation of gospel artists in the gospel.
There is a very big one, and trust me, year in, year out, we cry that we don't attract certain people or certain sponsors to sponsor Christian things. That's because we lack excellence. No one wants to associate themselves with a brand that lacks excellence. Okay. You understand? Yeah. One of the things that I want to highlight is the fact that we, the Christians, the attendees, we, they're gospel artists. I'm not a gospel artist, but you are branding the Olive Awards.
Yes. So
how you turn up shows the value that you attach to the Olive Awards. Because why would you go to an event wearing joggers? Why would you go to an awards show wearing a hoodie? You understand? It shows the value that you've placed on that particular event.
I mean,
you guys have awards here.
Of course.
I've never seen anybody come in with joggers. No, I've never seen anybody come in with...
It's very strict.
I've never seen anybody come in with a child.
Okay.
You know?
There we go. Do people think that when you come into an award, it's just a church service, like a gospel award, it can be a church service?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't be a church service. It's an awards show. It's supposed to be excellently and well executed. Planned. Preparation must be put in place. Rehearse if you have to.
Yeah.
The entire thing that you're going to do. Let people know what. And if people don't understand the theme, at least days before, begin to throw in too much subliminal messages by posting pictures like, okay, this is what you need to look like. And I've seen a lot of people do that. There's no harm and no shame in doing so. What you're trying to do is just let people understand the theme and understand what they need to look like so that they play the part.
All right. Now, to be fair, there's a guy who came from America. His name is Neo. Neo showed up in his slippers and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was whisked to State House.
All right.
A lot of Zambians didn't have a problem with that. I mean, it's Neo. I mean, why should we be too much hard on our people when most Zambians were like, okay, Neo, cool. He's dressed. Did you see how Neo was dressed when he met the president?
Yeah, I did.
It was very bad. He actually had to apologize himself to say, I'm sorry, I did not know I'm coming here. But the thing is, Zambians didn't say much about it. They're just like, oh, well, it's Neo.
I feel like sometimes we have that inferiority complex because if a Zambian artist was to show up like that at State House, I don't think security would have allowed it.
Of course not. Did you have a problem with it yourself?
I did have a problem because when you're going to meet a man such as the president, a man of his caliber, you have to look the part.
So it's an inferior problem.
Yes, it is. Because why was he allowed in the first place? Yeah. I honestly feel he wasn't supposed to be allowed. Ngabadi mukanya, whether ni niyo, ni nani, you do not.
Is it a mindset problem? I spoke about this with M3 earlier today, and he says, look, as gospel artists, we can't go far because we are always thinking, and we can come as you are. There we go. That's the word. Just bring yourself as you are to me.
I love that Christians love to misinterpret scripture to suit their situation or status at a particular time.
Okay.
Come as you are is pretty much, I will give you an example. For me, my understanding of that particular scripture, only a person that needs medical attention goes to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I cannot go before God clean.
Okay.
Clean in a way that I've been sinning and everything, and so I'm waiting up until nkabe perfect, if I'm fornicating, committing adultery, stealing, and up until I stop doing that, that's when I'll go before God. It will never happen. It's in the presence of God, that's where you find liberty. It's in the presence of God, that's where you find deliverance and everything. So that's what the scripture says, come as you are. You do not have to wash yourself perfect, clean, in order for you to come before God. Come as you are, and He's going to wash you as clean as white as snow. So not come as you are, wabuka mtulo, namasiripa at no.
But have you engaged artists? Have you come up with something that, I mean, you're a person in influence. Have you engaged artists where we're like, look, let's start branding teachings? Because one of the things I have tried to do personally is talk to artists about brand. I told M3 to say, I told a big guy here in this country and said, you're an upcoming artist. He was so upset. He was so upset. Hey,
because you got him an upcoming.
I got him an upcoming.